Hey, half of me's missing. There I am. Hello. Welcome back. Matthew, how are you? Welcome back to Farm Sim 25 with the Rude Man. And we got farming to do. I got a new shirt for Christmas. Another Pendleton wool shirt. They don't just make wool shirts. They make cotton shirts too, I guess. But I like the wool ones. All right. It looks like we finished the corn, kind of. All right. So let's find our truck. And it's got what on it? Corn. All right. Yeah, we were having fun with the truck when we left, now that I think of it, in the last live stream. Hi, Scorp. Thank you. Title's good. I'm glad. That's because I haven't done anything else. Yesterday was just friggin' busy. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to even be on the computer much, doing anything. All right, let's grab this guy. I don't know if I'm going to keep this this corn header or not. Haven't decided yet. Hey, Andy, how you doing? Andy's in the house.
Oh, yeah.
This game's easier to live stream than some of the others I played. Cheers, by the way, Scorpion. Because I play with a controller, I can go way back. I can lean back in my chair, sit back behind. I can move away from everything. I better not get too far away from the mic, but anyway, it's kind of cool. With the flight one, I have to sit right up to the desk because I need to be able to reach the throttle and the stick and stuff. Cheers, Andy. This is kind of weird. There's those petitions between that. I'm not quite sure how those works or if you can even move them. How does this thing unload them? Are there two? Does the Okay, that's not gonna work. Hang on. Let me get off this. Are there two? There are. Each one has its own, whatever they call that thing, on the bottom there. Their unloading widget. They each have their own unloading widget. How about that? There's some lingo for you. I don't know if that's farming lingo, but I want to take this to a corn dryer, but I don't have one. Well, actually, I do have one. I just don't have it set up. So we need to do that. I'm a little leery about that because there's nothing flat on this farm, and when you put your stuff in, it's weird. Your buildings, it's weird. It's weird. All right, let's see if we can do this. Okay, there opens up the first one. How do you open up the second one? Okay, and it closed it back up. How do you open the second one? Control, unload here, tip side front. Tip side front. So if we go U, then it's tip side back. And then I can, okay, so we have a front and a back. As long as you're on the trailer, if you look up in the left-hand corner, you'll see where it says control group, shows a picture of my truck and my 2 trailers. As long as I'm on the right trailer, it's front and back on that trailer. Okay, so if I pull this one up then, let me back up a little with the camera. Okay, now I can jump to that trailer and make sure that it's on the front. Evidently it defaults to the front. So there you go. Bob's your uncle, Karen's your aunt. Hey, Twitch is working. Let's see if what's YouTube doing? YouTube, what are you doing? All right, it's on. Okay, it's running as well. Oh, it's so nice to have other computer back where I can see what's going on. And I can work over there while I'm doing stuff over here. So nice. All right, let's shut this off. And now we have to get ready for wheat, I guess. So let's get the corn header disposed of. And I think did I lease this? Anybody remember? Because I don't remember. Still don't like this situation here, this setup. Oh, I can hear myself. Why am I hearing myself? There, turn sound down over there. All right. Okay, there's the one I just did, and then I did buy it. So I'm going to sell it. Because I like the fold-up ones. They're just better. Better for me. For me. Tim's in the house. I use Xbox controller also, Fred says. Yeah, I just got used to it. I used to use my wheel and stuff, but it's too difficult to set that thing up. If I'm doing anything else, it takes up your whole desk. Then if I go flying today, I have to take the wheel down and store it somewhere, get all the equipment over for flying and pop it in, and it's just a pain in the butt. If some of my computers hadn't have blown up, I could set one up just for driving and one up just for flying, and then one for everything else, and one for editing. I did have 4 computers at one point. 2 of them blew up on me. But it's no surprise. I told the guy that was, trying to repair the one that just gave out on me. He was giving me, oh, I'm so sorry. It's such, that this I said, hey, don't worry about it. I built it 8 years ago, and my computers run 24/7. My computers are running all the time, because if I'm not physically doing something on them at night when I go to bed, I'm editing videos and rendering videos and doing stuff like that. So my computers are running all the time. Why do I have... What is that? Oh, I know. What is that? All right, hang on. Oh, quit that. Just quit. Just quit. Okay, I remember. The deal was... the deal was I was going to windrow. I was going to swath the stuff. What do they call that? I don't remember what the hell they call it. They call it stuff-a-doodle doo. We're going to get one of these back. I sold it, I think. Yeah, I don't own one because it shows my garage is empty. So let's grab our McDon again. I'm going to put the bigger engine on it just because I can. Wait a minute. Did it already have the bigger engine on it? Oh, must default to it. I don't really care about the wheels too awful much, but I do like Michelin's. And standard wheel setup. That's all you can do with the Michelin. Got my plate on there. Let's buy this. What's happening, Fred? Tim's got a flour mill. I didn't read your last message. I didn't see your last message. What was it? It's the same one you put up every time, Tim. You're playing FS22 No Man's Land. $70,000 from eggs and even has a grain mill to make flour. But today I harvested my soybeans. Okay. Let's see. I need that. Or did I buy that? Did I get that already? Yeah, that's what's over there. Okay. That's that there. I didn't realize that the McDon came with its own wheels. I wonder if this tractor was named Scorpion, if it would be Muck Scorpion, because it's McDon. It's made after somebody named Don. What if Steve-O the farmer was here? That would be Muck Steven or McAndy. That sounds like a chicken. McAndy. McAndy. Am I on the wrong side? I think I'm on the wrong side. I sure am. Wasn't even looking at it. I almost didn't make it today, by the way. For no particular reason. I got up about 7, came in and started working on another game that I've been doing some stuff on. I got some new editing equipment or software, because that software that I paid for, they now want me to subscribe to every month for the rest of my life. It isn't that good. It's a decent piece of software, but it's not like I'm making movies for the big screen. I don't need a powerful software. I just need something to edit. I need something that will just let me say, oh, okay, I sneezed there, let me cut that out. That's all I need. Almost any editing equipment will do that. Now, if you're doing a lot of transitions or things like that, but I don't do a lot of that. I used to do some of that, but I don't do that anymore. And so I didn't need anything real fancy. So I went out and I found one that's open source, so it doesn't cost you anything. And in actuality, the features are almost identical to the one I was using that I was paying so much money for. Let me see if I can hire somebody here. This is gonna be much better. I can hire somebody. Wee-haw. All right, now, I think you can set this thing up. I don't know how to do it though, so let's take a look at this. A McRude man. There you go, Fred. Have you found any maps to play? Are you talking about Farm Sim 25 now? Because I didn't know there were any maps out there besides this one. There's a couple of European ones out there. I didn't really look at them though. Okay, so now the the working span on this piece of equipment is different than that McDon. So I think there's a way that you can do this by setting this thing up, but I don't know how to do it. You have to change this working width, I know. So, looking at Stevie's maps. Oh, Stevie's got some maps out? I haven't seen that. Are they the same ones he's been making for 10 years? All right, I got junk in the way here. Okay, let's look at the McDon. Okay. I don't want to mess with her. She's woiking. She's woiking. Let's see. McDon. There's the McDon. And that right there. It's 12.2 meters. Okay, 12.2 meters. It might be pretty simple, and I just am trying to make it complicated. I got to get that tractor out of the way. It's in the road. All right. Okay, so this is... Wait a minute. I don't think this is right. All right, let's go back in here. I think I might need this. I'm not sure because I haven't done this before, so... Grass mower to be attached to windrower. Header for windrower to mow the crops and thresh them later with the combine harvest. Oh, okay, so I just used the same one. So I need two of these in. Unless I want to wait for the other one to be done. All right. I either wait, which I'm going to do... What's going on over in chat? Oh, Fred's talking about... I know there's some UK maps in for testing. Yeah, I saw a few of those. I'm still looking for bigger maps, though. Those little bitty European ones where you can't drive down the roads. They look like sidewalks. And Fred says, course plays out. Yeah, somebody else said that, too. Doggone it, why can't I remember who it is that's telling me that? Wrong header again, Scorpion says. What do you mean? The one I just talked about? It's not the McDon one? Okay, there's too much delay on YouTube. I don't know if you're talking about the same thing I'm talking about. I'm talking about that one that's being used right in front of me. Don't I use that one to pick this up? The only reason I thought that is because it says so, kind of. Header for windrower to mow the crops and thresh them later with the combine. So that sounds like you used the same one. Okay, now Tim's saying yes, but I don't know what he's saying yes to. I hate the damn delay in this. Well, I'm just going to try it. Worst case scenario, I got 2 headers. I'm just going to lease it for now, and then I won't have to worry about it. All right, let's try this. Mr. Moto says I need to get a new header for the combine. A new one? Okay, you guys need to be a little bit more descriptive, because the one I just bought is a new one. Since I just bought it, it's new. But that doesn't tell me whether it's the right one or not. It's not compatible. Okay. Fine. Well, I just leased it so I can send it back. Okay, this is it, because it's going to let me return it. Okay. Fred says there's a header for combining to pick up swaths. So, is it under grain headers? No, it wouldn't be, would it? Corn headers, special headers. Special headers. What does it do? Headers are attached to harvesters. Well, that doesn't tell you any damn thing. McDon pack. Pickup headers. There we go. All right, let's try this one, see if it works. It's not very big, but it doesn't have to be, because it's only picking up the swath. But the secret, I'm still thinking that I have to set it up for that other harvester for this to follow the path that's on. So if I come in here, if I set it up for this one's smaller, I think I have to set this up for, and not, what was it, 12.2? That other one? Whoops. I know you guys are typing, but I'm not reading. Give me a sec. Okay. All right. Yeah, Scorpion loves the delay. So do I. You need a sloth harvester. What the hell? What are you talking about? I'm pretty slow. Am I a sloth harvester? Special headers, McDon. Yeah, you guys are way behind me. I'm keeping up with you. For the AI setup, it's 12.2. That's what I thought. Okay. So I'm okay. See, I figured this all out before you guys could tell me. I'm going to get frustrated today. I just know it. All right, so, okay, now that I've got this set up, do I need to do anything else, or just hire a worker? Can I just hire a worker? Can you hear us typing at you? No, at the corner of my eye, I can see it moving. I can't read it because it's on another computer. But from the corner of my eye, I can see it moving. Because there's nothing else on that computer but the chat. So I can see some activity over there, just at the very corner of my eye. So I know you're talking because the chat, I can see it moving, but I can't read it unless I look at it. All right, can you hear us typing? Yeah. Yeah, especially you, Scorpion. I know you've got a mechanical keyboard. I can hear it all the way from here. It's called a swath pickup header. Okay. Andy's thinking it's all pretty damn funny. Hire a worker. There is a way to change the YouTube delay. Some of the other streamers have that delay a lot less. Oh, I'll have to look into it. It's not like I'm a real professional streamer. If I had my way, I wouldn't stream at all. I don't like it. Oh, speaking of that, last night I pulled up Fallout London, and there was a ton of updates in the program, in the mod. So I had to wait. It downloaded all that, downloaded everything, and I actually was able to log on to it. And it put me where I left off, but it doesn't tell me what I was doing. So this weekend, I'm going to watch my old videos just to get caught up with what I had done and what I have not done and where I ended. And then I'm going to try to do some recording this weekend. Oh, your work one is louder? Oh my God, I can't imagine being in the office full of those then. Clickety clack, 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 clackety clack. I just dropped it. All right. Let's see what happens. Evidently nothing. He doesn't seem to want to do it. Activate. Well, that's not working. Activate worker. It's not working. Don't do that. Damn it. It's not working. Manual driving? Trapper. I do, and I don't remember too much, but I do remember you, Trapper, because every time I saw your name, I thought of the guy from MASH. That Dr. Trapper what was his name? Trapper John or Trapper something. Steering assist. Why did it beep? Activate lane. Okay, that's not working. It's not gonna work. I've seen people do it though. That's what ticks me off. I've seen people do it. I'm just holding the button. I'm not steering it. You know that old saying, they lie to you. Oh, some old sayings are lies. There's one that says, oh, actually, it's not a lie. There's one that says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's not a lie. I think I hit the wrong key. Yeah, this is retarded. I might as well shut that stuff off because it ain't really doing anything. Could have been done with this already. One headland, not two. It doesn't matter. I can see the damn swap. I'm just gonna drive over it. U.S. Bank trying to tell me. I've decided I'm not doing a normal soup du jour today. I'm going to just drink that bottle of whiskey I bought. It's been holding on to for the last 3 years. I got a bottle of Fireball. It's been in there for about 3 years. My daughter drank it, my Fireball, and replaced it with a smaller bottle, but it doesn't matter, I guess. I need something today. I mentioned when I first came on that I almost didn't live stream today. I didn't realize what day it was, and I was just playing a different game that I've been neglecting lately, and I had a lot of stuff to catch up on. So I was doing a lot of maintenance on this game and was having fun just messing with it since I hadn't been there for a while. And Carol was gone. She went to do something at the post office, which is closed today. The post office closed because of Jimmy Carter's dying. Okay. On a Thursday. I mean, okay, I guess. But they've never done that before. Not quite like that. Anyway, doesn't matter. So we couldn't get that done, but Carol was out and about, and she called me, and she says, I'm stopping for something to eat. I don't think I can make it home before your live stream, but I just thought I'd check with you just in case. And I said, live stream? What live stream? And I looked at the calendar and the clock, and I had to live stream in about 10 minutes. And I said, oh shit, I didn't realize what day it was. I said, no, I'll just grab something real quick to eat. So I grabbed a can of soup real fast, chomped that down while I was setting up the live stream. But I almost didn't make it today. Why didn't you have whiskey on New Year's Eve with your wife? Why didn't you have it with whoever Coke is? The national observance, then why are they have the post office closed today? That didn't make no sense. I need a combine that goes faster. This is ridiculous. Oh, crap-a-doo-doo-doo. All right, I'm gonna go get my truck. Come on, truck. Did you guys notice I took my Christmas stuff down? You probably didn't. I took all the Christmas stuff down, so it's gone. I got rid of Santa Grandpa in the last live stream, but I left the tree and stuff up. I got rid of it finally. It's just in the way. I'm still upset from the damage that the hail did. All right, I'm going to get the McDon out of the way. Does the McDon do soybeans? Anybody know? I can look real quick. I think that's soybeans right there. I think it does do soybeans. Well, hoop-de-doo. Get myself all worked up here. I sold him into slavery. Well, whoever bought him, it's their loss. Because he's so damn lazy, all he does is dance. He doesn't work. He doesn't even dance very well. All right, what's he trying to do? Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, see, I didn't even notice that my blue shirt doesn't match my red shirt, but I didn't care. I didn't have time to change it. running over. It's like there's dead bodies in the field or something. The Santa danced the same as you. Not very well, huh? Just kidding. Gonna have to be careful because the wheat swath looks just like the straw swath. Straw swath seems maybe a little bit darker, kind of hard to tell. Now this is weird. Why do I have no control over the view? Huh. Crazy. And he's gonna milk a cow. I has to earn a little more money to get Farm Dynasty because the game cost $44 for that. Oh my God, that's a little high. $44. Wow. No wonder I didn't buy it. I don't know if it's worth $44. Is it 3 o'clock yet? You guys got to put up with me. I'm grumpy today. I'm about that close to blowing up. I don't know why. Ken, how you doing? Been asking for swaths to use the crop color on big and mini maps since FS17. Some maps accomplished this way back. Not sure why it has not become a standard yet. Yeah, I don't either. How you doing, Ken? Okay, I hope. Sounds like you're doing well. Say, where did Trapper go? We were talking to Trapper earlier. Trapper John, that's what I always think of when I saw him. You missed my buying Doom Eternal on stream? Was it on sale? I hope so. Go Lions. I don't know anything about sports, so I might as well root for Lions as well as anybody else. Are the Lions, is that Chicago? Well, you want to hear the funny part? I never watched it. I've never been real big on watching TV. I was always working back in the day, you know. I mean, literally, I was working all the time. I worked a full-time job for, like at the bank. I was working a full-time job while I was building a house. And now I wasn't building a house from scratch. We bought a one-bedroom house, and I had a kid and one on the way, and another one up here somewhere that we hadn't decided on yet. And I knew I had to make more bedrooms, so the basement of the house I bought was completely empty, and I had to put electric. I had to plumb it. I had to put electric down there. I had to put walls, sheetrock, all of that. I had to build the whole basement. And I was doing that when I got home from work every night and on weekends. On top of those two things, I was on the ambulance 24/7. So I was on call all the time. And, you know, believe it or not, we got ambulance calls all the time because we didn't have there was no doctor in town, and there was no clinic or hospital in town. The only thing they had was me on the ambulance and my crew. So I was literally working all the time. And since I was the local banker, I belonged to every club in town, you know, like the Better Business and Lions Club and whatever clubs were around. For business reasons, I was a member. So there, almost every night there was some kind of a town meeting I had to go to. Interesting. So I literally was working all the time and didn't have time to watch television. You name almost any show that people like, I've never watched it. I know what they are. I've seen clips of them, but I never sat and watched every episode every week. MASH, Friends, you know, any of those shows. Never watched any of them. I did watch Buck Rogers for the first 2 seasons. The 3rd season was just outrageously weird. Back then had 3 to 4 stations, and MASH was one of the best shows made. I thought the entire world saw them. Another Little House on the Prairie or the Waltons. Never seen those two either. Never watched those either. Never watched Cheers. Never watched, what was the spin-offs from Cheers? Frasier. Never watched Frasier. I didn't watch one of the shows that I thought I would like was Barney Miller, but I never watched it. Now, I have to admit that in the last couple of years, I did watch some of the Barney Millers that were on. But the problem is you have to find them like on YouTube. And then when you do, they're not consistent. You know, they don't have every episode. And the ones they have don't seem to be in any kind of order. And so I watched some of the Barney Millers, and I watched some of the Cheers and some of the Frasiers on YouTube. But I still have yet to watch all of them. But that was just in the last couple of years. But when TV was on, I didn't have time to watch it. I was too damn busy. And I wasn't into sports, so I never watched any of those. All right, is it running again? I'm trying to figure out which is straw and which, okay, and which is wheat. Every episode of Cheers and Frasier. Simulator YouTuber, did you watch the news? No. Hell no. I never watched the news. They lie to you. It's all lies, and it has been. People say, well, it didn't used to be. Bullshit. I can tell you, I was alive back then. Walter Cronkite lied to you just as much as anybody else. You know, the only difference in news back in my day is at least you got some news. In other words, if a car crashed on the other side of town, you heard about it on the news. If somebody got hurt, you heard about it on the news. If there was a fire in town, you heard it on the news. Because they used to at least tell you the news. But when you're talking about national news, they only told you the news they wanted you to know. Even Walter Cronkite. All of those guys, they were lying clear back then. So no, I've never watched the news. You can't believe any of it. Well, there's always a grain of truth in everything. That's why people believe in Bigfoot. Well, there's got to be a Bigfoot, or people wouldn't be seeing it. There's a little grain of truth in there. What the grain of truth probably is, it's a bear on two legs, but or a man in a suit. So there's some truth to it, but I don't discount it. I'd love to see one. I mean, I don't discount stuff like that. I like to believe. I'd like to believe in aliens. I want to see one. Well, I don't. But I'd like to think they were out there so that we would know. Bigfoot, same thing. I'd like to think it was real. Ghosts, I do believe in spirits, whether you call them ghosts or not. But I don't believe all of it. I believe very little of it. If you were somebody that I knew, and you told me that you saw a ghost, I would believe you. But these guys that are Ghostbusters on TV, I don't believe one word of what they do or say. That's so much bull BS. I don't believe any of that. But if I hear somebody talking about a story that happened to them, and like there's been several movie stars and people that have said that they've had houses that they thought were haunted. Elkie Summers, one of them that comes to mind. I'm trying to think. There's been several of them, and they tell stories about houses they've had. I believe them. I believe something happened. I don't know what it is, but I believe that something happened. But this crap you see on TV, I don't believe any of that. I'll tell you right now, there was a show that I watched, was a documentary, and it was a documentary, and I don't necessarily believe all documentaries either, because documentaries are just films that somebody makes that has an agenda. It doesn't make it true. But that being said, this one was on reality TV. And if anybody that knows me, and I don't watch any of that stuff either, but anybody that knows me, when they said, oh, there's a reality show on that's really good, and I said, that's all fake. And they, no, it's not. It's real stuff. No, it's not. It's all fake. All of it. There's no such thing as reality TV. Reality TV wouldn't sell. For example, that Pawn Stars. What people don't know about the Pawn Stars is there is actually they actually have a pawn shop. And it used to be a pawn shop, but as soon as they went Hollywood, they closed the pawn shop down as a pawn shop, and it's now a tourist attraction. And there's still stuff in there that's pretty rare, but what they would do is all they used it for was a stage. They would come in and they would kick everybody out of the store, and they would bring extras in, and they would film it like it was open and there were people browsing and shopping and buying stuff. But it was a studio. But that's just one. All of that stuff is scripted. I know I live in an area that has some of these guys that are out there fishing, like that Deadliest Catch. I know a couple of the captains because they're from this area. And I know one of them that did it 1 year, and he said, I'll never do it again. He said they're trying to constantly do stuff that's dangerous, that actually would get people killed just for good TV. And they're telling you constantly what you can say and what you can't say, and that, okay, we're going to pretend that this happened and set it up, and you have to go along with it because you signed the contract. These guys told me, he said, it's all phony and fake. And he said, both of them said the same thing. They said this job is so damn dangerous that having people like that on your boat was the worst thing you could probably do. But the money was pretty good, and they understood why other people were doing it too. It's all phony though. None of it's real. Is it? Not quite. I got about 4 minutes, 3 minutes now. What are we gonna have today, though? I bummed everybody out that likes these survival shows now. The survival shows are especially funny because they said that most of them were in locations where they were only a couple miles from a town with motels and crap like that. And the guys from the show would walk to the town all the time for meals and stuff like that. And they said if you watch close enough of some of those survival shows, you'll see them walking by a marked trail that normal tourists are on all the time. You know, got to watch for stuff like that. Let me see. I'm thinking of calling Godzilla in today and have him come in and give me something special. What do you think? All right, I got two to choose from. I can go with the regular. Or I can go with one that's got mixed with cream soda. I think I'm going to go that one because this is my last one. And I want to get it before Addie steals it or something. Yeah, it's all fake, Tim. Believe me. For one thing, let me give you an example. The ones with the moonshiners. Moonshining is really illegal here. So, do you really think that these guys are going to be out there moonshining and not get caught by the federal government who are looking for them? So I'm gonna do. And look at this Pawn Star business. We were talking about that. They got that fat guy that was called Chumley or whatever his name was, and he's in the back room sleeping, taking naps, and they're videotaping him taking naps. Do you know there's somebody on a light, somebody on a camera, somebody on a microphone, and probably a producer and a director standing there, and this guy's supposedly taking a nap on the job and hoping he doesn't get caught? Are you shitting me? And I actually know people that watch that show and say, oh my God, he's going to get caught. They're going to find out he's taking naps on the job. Are you shitting? There's a whole crew of people filming it. They're going to know he's taking a nap if he was really even taking a nap. It's all fake. Believe me. That's cold. All right. Godzilla, you got to go. Sorry. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And I think, does anybody know, is there caffeine in Dr. Pepper? I think there is. So I'll get a little bit of this, what this cat's got from the caffeine. I'm gonna get everybody riled up today. And I hate to break your bubble, but the guys that were lost on Gilligan's Island, they weren't really stranded on an island. Simulator. I'm 71 years old. I've lived a little. I'm a little skeptical. I've been lied to my whole life by the government. I'm just not a protester. Yeah, that's... Oh, you know, I'm not... Here's the thing. I'm not saying that those shows aren't entertaining. I'm just saying it's not real. You know what I mean? I don't mean to say they're not entertaining. That's why they're not real. Is because they want them to be entertaining. If you're just watching somebody live their lives, you might as well be on YouTube watching some farmer that goes out every day and gets the eggs off the chicken. But I will tell you something else, even about YouTubers. You're not seeing, you're not seeing the whole truth. And now you're going to look at me, what? You're going to tell me that somebody on YouTube like me is not telling the truth or not, Here's what you have to remember. Let's just use me for an example. I'm here today for 2 hours. I was here on Tuesday for 2 hours. Regardless of anything else I do, I may do an extra live stream here and there, but the only ones that are scheduled are Tuesday and Thursday farming. So Tuesday and Thursday, for 2 hours each, you get to see me 4 hours a week playing the same game, but you don't see what I do the whole rest of the friggin' time. So you have no idea what's real in my life, except for what I tell you. Now, if I'm honest, which I am, pretty much what you see when you watch me is me. I do everything the same. People that know me know that I am what I say I am. But let's take somebody that's playing a game that's difficult. And you've heard me say this before. There are YouTubers out there that have to get through a quest line, and they keep getting killed. But one time they finally make it through. Okay, let's say that on their YouTube page that they filmed all of that. They cut out all the times that they screwed up, and they only put the ones that they actually were successful. Well, isn't that unreal? I mean, isn't that the same thing as a reality TV show that's lying to you, where they show somebody naked and afraid and cooking over a hot fire and burning themselves and trying to eat something that they just caught and cooked? Okay, it's real. How do you know it's real? Because I saw them catch it. Okay, so they caught the fish. You saw them do that, yep. And I saw them cook it. And then I saw them eat it. Okay, that's real. That part was real. But then when the camera goes off and you see them walk back to a travel trailer and jump in the shower and clean themselves up and sit there and eat dinner and watch TV, waiting for the next day to shoot another episode, you realize that, it's not real. That's what I'm talking about. If you're watching some of these people on YouTube and thinking that you know everything about their lives and stuff, you don't. You only see what they want you to see in those short little times. And you'll hear about this if you watch a YouTuber long enough. They're going to come and tell you that they've got some personal things they want to share with you that they haven't told you before. I watched a girl that was happy-go-lucky, laughing, giggling, and you'd thought, oh my God, this woman, she's so with it. She's so with it, and she's got such a happy life. And then a year later, she does a video that tells you, well, I'm abused by my husband. I'm an alcoholic. I'm going to be in rehab, so the videos are going to be, few and far between for a while till I get my shit together. You don't know any of this because you're only seeing a very small fraction. I've seen YouTubers that are doing something like, let's say, homesteading, and they come on and they're a little upset because they're commenters. There's people commenting on their YouTube channel, and they say, and they actually come out and say that what you people are commenting on isn't true. You're only seeing you only see a tenth of our day. Is all you're seeing. You have no idea what we do the rest of the day. And so anyway, even reality stuff on YouTube isn't necessarily all real. It may be real at the moment. I'm really sitting here and I'm really drinking this Dr. Pepper and I'm really talking to you and playing this game. But what am I going to do an hour later when I'm not doing this? You don't know. I may be in somebody else's house doing this. Maybe I don't even own my own house. Now you're gonna be. What is going on? Why is this guy? Do I need a bigger engine? This thing didn't seem to be pulling. I had a comment I was gonna check on from a guy yesterday. He's in FS17 and he told me that he's got a piece of equipment that won't pull. And he used the mass script that we use, and it didn't work. And he was asking me if that mass script didn't work in 17. I believe it works in everything. So I need to answer that guy's YouTube comment. I'm thinking that maybe he just doesn't have it put in the right spot. I don't think he's inserting it in the right spot in the mod. That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm pretty sure we were using that mass thing in 17, weren't we, Scorpion? Millennial Farmer, for example. What about Millennial Farmer? 41 milligrams of caffeine in a Dr. Pepper and cream soda. Thank you, Matthew. All I'm saying is you don't really know these people. You know that guy that was a British guy and he did some kind of a survival show. His name was Bear something. Bear Grylls or something like that. There's news articles on how phony his show was. It was all scripted. And this guy in real life had some legitimate background as far as being a soldier or something that would have been trained for survival. That doesn't mean the show was all real. Oh, it's on the back. What? All right, I'm gonna have to switch that. Is that one done? All right, how do I change it? Start filling. Turn on truck. Jake brake. Close cover. Stop engine. Tip side back. Okay, so we need to go front. All right. Hey, it worked. Yeah. Well, that's a little different. That's a little different. He does say that. He does. He is. I'm talking about Millennial Farmer. He is really into John Deere. He's a John Deere fanboy. But that doesn't mean that, he's got a YouTube page. If Case came to him and said, "Look, we'll pay you for trying out this case and talking about it on TV. He would do it, probably. I would. Even if I didn't like the product, I would try it. And it, you know, I couldn't say anything about that. If I was a farmer and somebody said, look, we're going to let you use this brand new combine for free to do this year's harvest as long as you're making videos with it. My God, do you know how many thousands of dollars that would save a farmer? Of course, they'd jump right at that. I would. Not working. Oh, it's on the backside? Come on. What's wrong? Am I on the right trailer? No, I'm on the wrong trailer. No wonder. There we go. Former SAS simulator YouTuber. Yeah, Bear Grylls, he had legitimate background. That doesn't mean anything. He's doing this for money and fame. It made him famous. But a couple of things happened during that show that somebody looked into it, and they did a video that showed that, you know, the thing was all scripted. A lot of stuff wasn't right on that, you know, but it's entertainment. And again, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean that it isn't entertaining. I've actually watched some of his stuff on YouTube and thought it was pretty entertaining, even though I didn't believe a lot of it. But it doesn't mean it's not enjoyable to watch, fun to watch. I mean, you guys are watching me. You do know that this isn't real. This is a game. So what's the difference? Yeah, I could watch his show and be entertained with it, even though I know that some of it may not be, may be staged, if you will. It doesn't mean it's not entertaining. I've watched a few of the Pawn Stars, and I knew that was fake. And I was laughing and entertained by it. Well, it's like anything else. If you watched Cheers and you thought it was fun and good and everything, you know that's not real. You know that's not the. There is a real bar that they formed that Cheers show after in Boston. There actually is a real Cheers. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, it's in Fallout 4. I've never looked for it, but you can find it. But that was real, but the TV show wasn't real. It's still funny, and everybody enjoyed it, and they liked so much they watched all the reruns. All right, let's get rid of this. I'm going to just store this grass because I don't quite know what I want to do with it. I've been making silage out of it, but I'm going to store it for now. Didn't I just mow this? It's grown already again. I'll probably lose subscribers today because I'm so mouthy. Yeah, Norm was real. Andy likes Norm. Norm was real. I believe Norm was real. In every bar, there's a Norm. In every bar, there's a what's that other guy's name that was such an idiot? The post guy, the postman. Can't think of his name. There's a guy like that in every bar. Cliff Clavin. That's what it was. Cliff Clavin. There's always a Cliff Clavin. Oh, Andy typed it in there. I always liked the guy that played. I actually, although I never watched Cheers until recently, and I can't remember if I've watched all of them. I don't think so. I think I only watched a couple seasons, but they were all on YouTube. And like I said, it's hard to find all the episodes. It's not impossible. It's kind of hard. But I liked all the characters, the actors. You know, they were all good actors. I especially liked Frasier. The guy that played the lead was the one that I liked the least. I liked Norm and Frasier. Woody was just okay. Now I'm talking about the actors now, not the character. The guy that played the baseball player, yeah, he was okay. And I like Kirstie Alley. The other woman was she kind of grated on your nerves after a while. She did a good part in the show. I'm talking about the actor now. Shelley Long, I guess that's her name. She just got irritating after a while. Simulator YouTube. I feel bad when I get like this in the mood I'm in. I feel bad because I feel like I don't want to ruin something that somebody likes. I don't mean it like that. That's why I keep saying that doesn't mean things aren't entertaining, because that's what they're supposed to be, is entertaining. And that's what makes a lot of this stuff not necessarily real. Because if it was real, it wouldn't be that fun to watch. I didn't pick up the soybeans yet, did I? No, because they don't have a windrow. I better go do that. Where's the combine? I'm gonna pick up the soya beans. Coach was funny, but he didn't. How many seasons did he last? On what you see is what you get. That's true. Here's something you don't see. I can tell you. Here's an example. When you come in and watch me, you're going to see the hopefully the best of me. You don't see when I get angry. You don't see me. Sometimes you might see me when I'm not feeling very good, because there's a lot of times I don't feel very good. And a lot of times when I'm not feeling good, it doesn't mean I'm sick, or And it just means that, today I'm just not feeling 100%. I can still put on a smile and tell a funny story or, enjoy the game that I'm playing, but I'm just not quite 100% today. Sometimes when you're diabetic, it's like that. There's very few days that you feel 100%. But there's been times where I have been actually kind of sick, and I've still came on and done stuff. But you don't really get to see that because I'm not going to show you that. I may say I'm not feeling that good today, but I still put on a good front. But you don't see any of that. You don't see when I get stressed out because there's, something went wrong. For example, we've got some heavy wind damage to the property from that last storm we had. I got fenced down in 3 or 4 places. It's going to cost me a few $1,000s to repair. And I'm a little stressed over that. Stuff like that. You don't see that. And so if you take stuff like that and then project it onto a sitcom TV show, then you can see kind of what I'm talking about. You're basically seeing on that sitcom or that reality show, you're basically seeing what they want you to see. Because you know damn well if somebody says something that they blow their line, they're going to reshoot it until they get it right. And that's what you're going to see. That's what I'm talking about, that kind of thing. Because they're trying to do entertainment. If you were to just sit and watch somebody just do their life, you'd be sitting there drinking a cup of coffee while they're watching the Wheel of Fortune or Walker Texas Ranger in their underpants with a pair of fuzzy slippers on, chewing tobacco and spitting it in a cup. That's their real life. If you were filming that, it wouldn't be very entertaining, would it? Maybe it would. I don't know. Here's another thing. If you watch me every week, you'd think that I do this all day long. I don't. I'll have maybe a soda with dinner or not. I don't actually drink fluids while I'm eating. You know, when you go to a restaurant, you get and you order your meal, and they say, "What would you like to drink?" Just give me a Diet Coke or something. And then you're eating tacos while you're sucking on a pop. I don't do that. I just want the food. I'll get something to drink later. That's why when I go to these restaurants, I get if a pop comes with the meal, I always get it without ice, so the ice doesn't melt and water it down. Because I'm not going to drink it with the meal. I'm going to take it with me, put it in the car if I'm traveling. If we're traveling someplace and we stop for, a burger or what's that roast beef sandwich place that Carol goes to all the time? Can't think. Arby's. I'll go ahead and get my drink, fill it up, and I'll drink it on the road while we're traveling. I don't drink it with our meal. Usually if I do anything, I'll get a little cup of water just in case I need something to wash something down with. Rudy used to watch Gold Rush, but the only reason I was watching it was because it based off the story of Todd being a gold miner with no experience. Well, Every gold miner without experience until they find gold. But it's like I said, like with that Bear Grylls guy. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Like I said, he was at SAS, and he had life experience. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm just saying somebody came to him and said, hey, we're thinking about doing this show, and we want you to do it, and we're going to pay you millions of dollars and make you famous. Why not? I'd probably do it. I'd be as fake as anybody else. I could do it. I could do it with this. Okay, we were talking about Fallout 4. If you watch me playing Fallout 4 and I have trouble getting through a quest, I tell you, when I complete the quest, I said, it took me 5 tries to get that quest right. I tell you. Some YouTubers don't. They just want you to believe that they're a pro player and they did it the first time they came to it. I don't care. I think me screwing up is the funny part. That's the entertaining part for me, is that you make mistakes once in a while. Oh, is that right? He did that? I thought that was the underwater guy. What was his name? Waterworld guy. If you've seen the movie Waterworld, that's what he does. Drinks his own piss. I've heard of people doing that for survival. I wouldn't recommend it. But what do I know? I've never been stranded out in a forest before. And if you're going to drink your own piss, I would probably drink mine before I drink somebody else's. Yuck. Oh, this is going to be one of those videos that I probably won't put up on YouTube when I'm done. I've mouthed off too much today. Yeah, there's a YouTube page if you want to go look at it. It's called Kate's Ag. This little teenage girl and her dad and uncles, they all farm. This is how they do it. And I don't watch a whole lot of farmers, but that's the only one I've known that's done it this way. But I know that there's a lot of people that do it this way. Wouldn't it leak? If you peed in a sock, wouldn't that leak? Oh, wait. Are you saying that the sock will strain it like a filter? Is that what you're saying? Oh boy. Streamlabs is going after the simulator. You go, Streamlabs. He said the P word. That's horrible. Oh, that's not who I wanted. I want my truck. Where's my truck? We go pick up some soya beans. Hey, look, my other 2 wheat fields are starting to change color. This is a nasty truck. Look at the size of that gear shift, man. Trying to decide if I like this trailer or not. I guess so. I mean, it works pretty good for a grain trailer. Tim says he watches Millennial Farmer. Great toe jam pea, such a distinctive flavor. And that's pretty funny. Well, this piss, it tastes like Tenactin. And then my question would be, how do you know what Tenactin tastes like? Is that empty? No, I guess it is. All right, well, move along. Oh, was that bad language? I don't know. It couldn't have been too bad, because if it's too bad, it actually kicks you off or does something. Or is that Andy that kicks you off and does something? I can't remember. I'm just assuming that it was the piss that you said. I didn't even know Ian Robinson was still doing this. Ian Robinson and I started at the same time. Only he's from Canada. I figured they banned him. Yeah, who put athlete's feet in my iced pea? Iced pea. I love it. Is it Lipton's iced pea? I need to do something about this. This thing is too damn slow. I think I might be able to. I haven't actually checked to see if I can do this. I don't think I can. I think they added it to the game. I have to go out and see if there's a McDon mod. I might have to make one myself. Except for I don't have the editor yet. Streamlabs just lame. Well, you can change the settings on it. I never have. You know why I use it? I only use it for the meme stuff. Streamlabs is what does the Andy and the cow and stuff like that. You got a warning, did you? You can go in and adjust that. I just don't know how. I haven't done it. I don't pay attention to it, actually. I only have it for the memes. Is Scorpion still here? Did he get the day off? I didn't hear him say he did. Or the rest of the week off, or... God, it's Thursday already, isn't it? Don't panic. That Dr. Pepper with cream soda is not bad. It actually tastes better than just cream soda. When I was a kid, cream soda was one of my favorite drinks, but not anymore. The diet cream soda just doesn't taste right. And since I haven't drank a regular soda for so long, the regular one doesn't taste very good either. But it doesn't taste bad with the Mountain or with the Dr. Pepper. It actually kind of adds to the Dr. Pepper flavor. It makes it a little sweeter, little less prune juicy. I don't know what's in Dr. Pepper, but it always reminded me of prune juice. Oh, that means he's in the office. Okay. I can't imagine being in the Dallas-Houston area and having to commute to work. Oh my God, that would be god awful. Yeah, like I say, Ian Robinson and I started on Farm Sim 13 at the same time. Ian Robinson is the reason why I don't watch other YouTubers that play the same games that I do. I started playing on Idaho Map, and I had a whole bunch of Ian Robinson fans that came in and were busting my ass, saying that I was ripping him off, that I was doing all the same stuff that he's doing, that I was copying Ian Robinson. And I didn't even know who in the hell he was, so I went on YouTube and looked him up. What I found out was I was playing the Idaho Map before he started playing it. So was I ripping him off, or was he ripping me off? But anyway, I just decided that from that point on, I wouldn't watch any other YouTuber. So if somebody come in and said, "Oh, you're copying such and such," I could truthfully say, "No, I'm not. I don't even know who that is." Or if I did know who it was, I don't watch his videos, so I have no idea what you're talking about. The stupid part of it is it's a farming game. If Ian Robinson is driving this combine and picking up this crop, how is he doing it any different than I'm doing it? So the whole concept of me ripping off Ian Robinson just because I was playing the same game as him was actually stupid. It was just literally stupid. And I would venture to say it would be almost impossible for me to do it anyway. The reason being, everybody plays a little bit different. Let's say today, let's just say that I'm playing the same map as Ian Robinson. He owns the same fields as I do, but these are homemade fields. Did he make his the same size and the same shape as I did? Did I make him the same? Even if I did, so he comes in today and he does the soybeans first and I do the corn first. Isn't that different? What I say, isn't that different than what Ian Robinson says while he's playing? So the whole concept was just utterly ridiculous. But back then I just started. I was just starting out, so it really bothered me. I almost quit because I'd never gotten nasty comments before. I never got anybody yelling at me and telling me I was stupid. You know, I never had that happen to me before. So, I mean, in YouTubing. And so I almost quit recording. That's when I decided, to hell with that. I'm going to go and keep recording, but I'm never going to watch anybody else that does the same game. So if you're playing Fallout 4, if I'm playing Fallout 4, I won't watch anybody else play Fallout 4. if I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, I won't watch anybody else that plays Baldur's Gate 3. Because I don't want to, for two reasons. One, I want to do stuff my way. And I don't want to watch somebody else start doing something and say, oh, I like what they did, I'm going to do that too. I want to be able to say, I'm the one that decided to do this way. This is the Rude Man way. This is the way I would do it. Doesn't always work that way. I mean, you've heard me talk many times, and I know that you guys are playing the same map I'm playing, and I'll ask you, where did you put your corn, your corn dryer? Well, I found the best place for it's over here because it's a flat area. Oh, okay. I'm going to put mine there too then because, just because. Yeah, I'll still do that. I think that's a little bit different than me going online and watching somebody copying everything they do. I wouldn't do that anyway. That wouldn't be any fun. I want to play it the way I want to play it. What am I doing? I might as well get rid of this straw. Yeah, today, if the girls were here today, they'd be saying, God, Rudy's awful bitchy today. Yeah, my panties are in a twist today. I'll figure out what to do with the straw later. Where's that? There we go. This guy here. Let me get this guy. Am I still hooked up to this stuff? Need to fold up the mower tool. Well, I did. All right, what the hell's going on? There we go. All right, what was I gonna do with this guy? I forgot. Oh, I was gonna start plowing those fields that I'm done with. That's what I was gonna do. Where's my plow? There it is. In it's plowing time in the city in April showers. What is today anyway? What's today's date? Is today the 3rd? Let's see, Wednesday was the 1st. So it's only the, what? What is today? Today's only the 2nd. Wow, weird. Time's flying when you have fun. If you're having fun. Uh-oh. What happened? Look at this monster plow. Ken says when using items on front and rear, you can use the control key to affect both at the same time. Control plus X unfolds both, or Control V lowers both. That's good to know, but I don't use a keyboard, so I'm using a controller. Well, I mean, I use the keyboard once in a while. Like if I'm gonna buy something, I'll just reach over and hit the P key. Speaking of P, let's hire a worker. Yeah, but that's good to know. I didn't know that. Control X and Control V, huh? All right, let's go get the truck. Man, this guy's got some short shifts here. It's going to be in 10th gear before we get there. Marlon Molina. I was watching videos and ended up here. I'm loving it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. There's a tractor. Who was that for? Was that for Marlon? Everybody that comes in new gets a new tractor. That's the only one I can afford, though. Am I in the way? Let me back this guy up. Back this big boy up. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, Marlon. I appreciate it. What part of the world are you in? Whoa. For some reason, I don't have control over my camera inside here. I think I know why. Because I've got my Tobii tracker, my Tobii tracker's hooked up. So the head tracker, but I'm not using it. I have it turned off right at the moment. But it's set up for this, so I think that's why I can't use my camera in here. I have to figure that out. That's probably the reason. I should start using Tobii Tracker. It only works when you're inside the vehicle. If you're outside the vehicle, you can move. It doesn't do anything. Take the long route, the long way round. Hey, Scratch. I like Scratch. He's my favorite. I can't say that when dog meat's around, though. Can't believe Christmas has come and gone already. So fast. I didn't even get to enjoy it. Just like last year. I said the same thing last year. I didn't get to enjoy the Christmas tree and the lights up and stuff like that, but 1 or 2 nights. We didn't get the tree up. In the old days, we used to have the family over for Thanksgiving, and then a Thanksgiving in the afternoon. After Thanksgiving dinner, we'd put the tree up and decorate it, and as a family event. So we had the tree up on Thanksgiving. Now we haven't been doing that for the longest time over the years, and sometimes we don't get the tree up till almost Christmas Eve. So I like to leave it out into the first of the year. I could do what some people do. So I know people that do this. They'll get a smaller Christmas tree, A fake one. Not a real tree. They're combustible. And they'll keep it up for Christmas. They'll take the Christmas ornaments off, and they'll put some lights on, but they'll correspond the lights to whatever holiday. If you look at a calendar in the U.S., almost every month has some form of holiday in it, even if it's a made-up holiday. We have a lot of made-up holidays. St. Patty's Day is kind of a made-up holiday. Valentine's Day is a made-up holiday. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Cinco de Mayo. Mexico doesn't have a Cinco de Mayo. There is something that in Mexico that happened on the 5th of May, but it isn't anything that they would celebrate, like an Independence Day or anything like that. It's nothing like that. And so America made up Cinco de Mayo to sell pop, beer, and chips. And it got so popular that now Mexico kind of celebrates it. And even though it was not there, it was a made-up holiday. But if you look at the calendar, we have some form of holiday every month. So what some people do is they take their Christmas tree and they will decorate it for that holiday. So if it's St. Patty's Day, they've got green shamrocks and green lights on the tree, that kind of thing. If it's 4th of July, they got red, white, and blue lights and stars and stripes and flags and things on it. If it's Valentine's Day, there's hearts and red lights. And so they just leave their tree up and just change the ornaments and the lights. And they put the people I know that do it, they don't put a great huge 10-foot tree in. They just put a smaller one, like a 5-foot tree or 4-foot tree, and they just decorate it for every month, so they don't have to put it away and get it out every year. Flag Day, President's Day, Hallmark Card Day, so on. Yeah, you got it, Ken. Almost every month has some form. Halloween, you could do orange and black colors, colored light. Well, black lights, maybe not, but the ornaments could be black and white. You could have the lights white and the ornaments black and orange. Yeah, almost every month has some form. If it's Father's Day, you could get a wife beater out of the closet and put it on the tree. If you know what a wife beater is. If you take a t-shirt, cut the sleeves off, and pull it over your head, that's a wife beater. That's what they call a wife beater. A t-shirt with the arms cut off. Put one of those on the tree. It could be Father's Day. I don't know what you'd put for Mother's Day. I don't want to get in too much trouble. I got in enough trouble today as it is. All right, I can't think of another. Let me jump into some flight mode here and add a little speed to it. Hit the right key. All right, all I have over here is the poplar. Okay, so I'm done with the harvest that I had ready to harvest, and except for these two trees I haven't grown. Look at all the hail damage I got from that hailstorm last week or Tuesday. On Tuesday, if you weren't here, I had a hailstorm come over, and it just destroyed crop. Isn't that terrible? I'm yet to see a tornado come through, though. Evidently, it is part of the deal. All right. Let's get these soybeans to market. Actually, I'm not gonna market them right now. I'm just gonna store them. I got to decide what I want to do with them. I think I'm going to make some pig food out of them. For money. Money, 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 money. Money makes the world go round. For certain sure. mean, it is quite the ordeal. We've got like an 8-foot fake tree, and I have to put it in 2 huge plastic boxes and haul it out and find a place to store it. It's a pain to get out every year. And then it's always buried by everything else because it's the first thing you have to get out. Well, not really. You can pull the stuff out of storage in any order you want, I guess. So that's not true. But what's the first thing you think of? Well, let's get the tree out first and get it set up and get it all, because everything gets smashed up. So you got to bring the leaves down or, the branches down, make sure that they're fluffed up and everything. Then you bring the ornaments in it or the lights in, and then you put the ornaments on. So you do things in an order, but when you put it away, you put the tree away, and then you stack everything else on top of them because the tree is in huge plastic bins that we have. And so we want those on the bottom, and we put all the ornaments on top. It's a pain in the butt to get out. It's not as fun putting it away as it is to get it out, because it's kind of fun getting it out because you're decorating and you're in a good mood and you're drinking whatever you're drinking. And if you drink, I don't drink, but I drink soda. I drink me a soda and the caffeine gets to you. So we're dancing around the tree. All right. Let's see. Tip back. Oh, we'll turn that off. I did the front. Why isn't it doing the back? Oh, I keep switching the trailer. Okay, there we go. Did that work? That didn't work? That didn't work. Yeah, it did. What'd I miss? Andy, what'd you do, Andy? Hey, Scorpion's back. Hey, the Grim Reaper's here. Hope everyone's well today. We are, Grim. Have you noticed that Grim sneaks in the back door about every time I'm almost ready to leave? I think he's wanting to sneak up on us and give us a good startle, a good scare. Ha ha ha, the Grim Reaper's here. Who are we going to pick this week? You and your little dog, too. No, wait, that's a different Reaper. I'm getting confused. You get to be 71 and see if you don't get confused once in a while. Oh, I didn't even know I had anything in the back one. Well, let's flip to the front. There we go. Grim said he wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do. I'd do that. I was gonna say, oh, Scorpion, you got home from your thing and you left the back door open, and Grim Reaper just snuck in. We had garlic and Catholic crosses and all kinds of stuff. Grim just walks right in. But hey, Grim can do that kind of thing. He's got a job to do, unlike some of us. Grim's got a job, and it's a legit job too. Hey, look, we're making honey. Look at all the bee things I put in. Listen to them hum. Oh, they're busy as a bee. Yeah, speaking about drinking your own pee, because we were talking about that earlier, about Bear Grylls, was it? If you eat honey, are you eating their poop? That's a common theory that you're eating bee poop, but that's not what you're doing. Bee poop. That'd be silly. That would be silly. Well, everybody, let me get up in the air. Oh, I was already up in the air. Let's get up in the air. I'm listening to the goat chimes, the goat bells. I don't know where they come from. It must be coming from the cow pens or something. You hear those bells? In other countries, they put bells on every single animal, but they let them go through the mountains, like in Italy. They let them roam up around in the mountains, and that's how they keep track of them. They put bells on them. They do that to their women too, though. You just don't see them. They have them hidden. But all their women have bells on them too, so they can find them. I don't know if that's true, but that's just what I'd like to think. Bee poop on a biscuit with a little butter. Does that mean that butter is cow poop? No, that would be chocolate milk. Get that. Okay. I'm getting gross and it's time to go. God, it's Thursday again, everybody. This weekend I'm going to try to see if I can get some recording done on Fallout London. I want to get back to Fallout London. I didn't get to see what happened. So I want to try to get that done, unless I run into problems, but you'll find out. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. Hope you had fun. Grim, you're going to have to set an alarm so you can get up earlier. I'm just glad you come in and say hello. But anyway, I'm ready to leave for the day. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. And I will see you next time. Ta-ta for now.